U.S. invasions. Billy Beluga Face. Hello from jolly old England. Well, if anybody knows about invasions, it's somebody from England. Let me know. Love the Troubadour episode. Thank you. We're going to be trying to do another one in August. Not going to try. We're definitely going to do it. Like, that's become my pet project. If I can do something positive. Obviously, I'm not connecting with the youth. I will try to do what I can to help them stay afloat so they can continue. I recall you commenting on the U.S. being invaded and can confirm that there has been a few, including an invasion from Britain after the U.S. tried to invade Canada. The War of 1812, well, that's not how they tell the story over here. The way they tell that story is you guys were fucking still butthurt about getting your fucking asses kicked back in the 1770-somethings. Sorry. The War of 1812 was a conflict. That's when you guys burned down the White House. The War of 1812, I believe, right, was a conflict fought between the United States and its allies against Great Britain and its own allies, including Native Americans that Britain was protecting. Fuck you. You weren't protecting the Native Americans. You were using them for your own fucking best interest, you fucking tea-drinking cunt. It began when the U.S. declared war in June 1812 and ended when a peace treaty agreed earlier was ratified by the U.S. in 1850. Notable events include the burning of Washington. Dude, why haven't I read up on this war? There's something about powdered wigs and all that extra clothing that just bores the shit out of me. I hate fucking period pieces. I almost said that Shakespeare shit like that was even remotely during the 17 and 1800s. I don't really even know when it was. All I know is you can't write anything. And everybody's like, oh, William Shakespeare already did that. Oh, did he? Well, maybe because no one had done it yet, which makes him a maverick. So he's still better. All right. I'll give it up to the guy. All right. Anyway, it began, okay. Notable events included the burning of Washington. Washington, D.C., I believe is what you mean. In August 1814, the British Army assaulted Washington, causing President Madison and the government to flee. I love how this guy writes this. In the end, you guys lost because we still you didn't kick us out of anywhere, right? You didn't take us back over, right? I'm still claiming victory. Unless you were just trying to prevent us from fucking, no, you were trying to take us back over. If you burned down our capital, I mean, come on. Anyways, although we fucking blew up Germany, but then we stayed, right? I don't know. In August 1814, the British Army assaulted Washington, causing President Madison and the government to flee. They then proceeded to burn down the Capitol building that housed both the Senate and Congress. I know what it houses. After burning the Capitol, then we burned down Parliament, which housed Margaret Thatcher. Let me fucking explain your country to you. I know she's dead now. That was a tough broad there, huh? After burning the Capitol, the British, I bet there's a lot of people in Ireland wanted to fucking hate fuck her. Oh, Jesus, what did I just start up? After burning the Capitol, the British turned northwest up Pennsylvania Avenue toward the White House, then burnt that down too. Yeah, I remember that. It ended in a peace treaty. We were like, all right, man, we don't need Canada. And the start of good relations between both countries following the deaths of thousands. In addition, at least 3,000 American slaves escaped across the British lines. What were the British lines? Were you running Canada at that point? I guess you were. Many other slaves simply escaped in the chaos of war and achieved freedom on their own. Well, that's a great thing. The British settled some of the newly freed. Can you imagine being in a fucking country you're not from? Well, I think, running, and you're just out in the fucking woods, and then what do you do? It's like, all right, I'm not with those assholes anymore, but I'm still not home. It's one of the most brutal things ever. The British settled some of the newly freed slaves in Nova Scotia. 400 freedmen were settled in New Brunswick. The American protested that Britain's failure to return the slaves violated the peace treaty. Yeah, of course it did, because we wanted to make money off of them, and then you cunts did. Stop acting like you freed them. You taxed the shit out of them. You didn't give them any good jobs. Go fuck yourselves. Don't do this, you're the better white people bullshit to me, okay? You know we're all bad. Is this all my one-sided interpretation? Yes, because that's how history works. Well, I enjoyed hearing your side of it. By the way, I'm in the Army and have spent months living and working as the only Brit alongside U.S. troops. You should know I've heard all your shit talking before and given plenty back. That must be a lot of fun. I'm sure you've been trashing the UK as you read this. Of course I did. And by the way, my teeth are great, and I do love tight jeans. Please come back to the UK soon. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. I love going over there. What was I going to say? Jesus Christ, my fucking dad brain, old brain, whatever you want to call it. That made me want to read up on the War of 1812. I think because you guys burned down our capital, there doesn't seem to be a lot of, did we lose that? Let me look that up. I think that's when we just kind of scraped. Was that the Vietnam of the 1800s? Hang on a second here. Who won the War of 1812? All right, here we go. Britain effectively won the War of 1812. But no wonder they gloss over that by successfully defending its North American colonies. Wow, I didn't know we were doing that. I always wondered why we didn't fuck with Canada. But we did. And you guys gave us the old right there, Fred, and you drove all the way down and you fucking burned down our capital. I'd say you won that one. Okay, but for the British, the war with America had been a mere sideshow compared to its life or death struggle with Napoleon in Europe. I don't give a fuck about that. Wow. We won the Battle of Lake Erie, gaining control of the lake. And they defeated, no wonder, now it's split in half. All right, I'm in. I'm all in. Thank you so much for that. I'm all in. I want to read all about that. I might read all about it. I'm going to fucking Wikipedia and fucking click images, then talk about it on the podcast like I fucking know something. All right, stop bitching about people going to the beach. I already read that one. All right, advice and now I'd say, go ahead. Go do whatever the fuck you want. Go play your guitar, get your dick sucked. I don't give a fuck.